Let's see if we have any active matches. I'm sure we do. We probably have a metric ton of active matches, waiting for a lot of moves here. But there's plenty of matches still in the workable stages here that I can show you on, so this is good, with many more matches to accept. Alright, so let's pick on any old match that's already started. And I'll show you a little bit about what we're doing. What we're going to learn here today is strategic blocking, momentum, working your momentum, scouting your opponents. A lot of opponents don't appreciate that, but you don't play for your opponents to appreciate you, you play to win. Okay, now let's see what this particular opponent did here. They have us down to 48 health and a 16 momentum, while they're up to a 91 health and an 84 momentum. Okay, so let's take a look. Well, he made a mistake here. He probably had me on to 0 momentum and could have kept me down there. Now he's probably expecting one of these. I'm going to explain this move to you a little later. I want to build a little more momentum up before I try something. Okay, we'll build a little momentum. We'll go to an elbow drop. Okay, now this Stallionplex is a momentum builder. I'll explain it to you a little bit later, but he probably didn't think my momentum would be up high. So you can hit a frog splash there. Now I have the momentum. I will control the pace of the match and the momentum of the match now by not giving him any momentum back. So now he's only got 15 momentum back. That's why I went for a small move there. He'll probably be very surprised. I'm going to block a Brainbuster because it seems like the right move to block here because he's been using big moves. An error page. Okay, so we've blocked our Brainbuster because it's a good comeback move here. The Stallionplex, while we're on it, is a move I invented. I play with it from time to time, but it's an 8 accuracy, 0 power, 5 momentum, 2 risk move. And the whole purpose of this is so you can get your momentum back so you can start hitting bigger moves. Generally, I don't do a frog splash too often because it's the type of move that's blocked a lot. You know, there's 4 moves that are blocked plenty on this game, and they would be the vertical suplex, the Brainbuster, the frog splash, and the DDT. Yet there are times to use those moves. But let's get into this. So now we're at about even here. So a bear hug would be good here. Okay. From this point, I still want to gain some more momentum. Let's go for an abdominal stretch. Now, because it's the third move, I can go for something like a DDT. I wouldn't do it on the 4th try because it's more likely to fail. Now, we have her down. We'll go for a headbutt, so in case we miss, we don't lose much momentum. We'll go to an elbow drop, and we'll get smaller from here, and we'll go to the double axe handle. Okay. You want to be careful if you miss, they don't get much momentum back. But we'll win that match. It's important to change your strategy. I won't use those moves on her the next time around. See? I gave him 100 momentum because I went for a frog splash to start the match. He went for a pile driver because he had 100 momentum. Of course, I blocked that, and it gave me 70 momentum back. He's probably blocking something mid-range, so we're going to take a chance on a drop kick. Okay. Now we'll try the pile driver. Okay. That was a second move, so it's kind of okay to do that there. I have a feeling he'll go for something along the lines of a power bomb. Though generally I would block the Brainbuster or frog splash, but this particular opponent knows me. So because he knows me, I don't want to go for anything he knows I'm going to block. That's part of scouting your opponents. But strategic blocking is knowing what to block and when. We'll start her off with a Brainbuster, which she probably blocked. No, but it failed. Okay. So we will go into the... This looks like a good chance to block a Shining Wizard. For one reason or another, females tend to favor the Shining Wizard. So it's a common block for me on a female opponent. It's not sexist, it just happened to be something I've learned to be true. This guy will block a Frog Splash or a Brainbuster because I've taught him. So we'll go for a Power Bomb. I like to start mid-range because it gives you a quick momentum boost. and also takes away some of their power. We'll go into a tongue and death grip. We have the momentum on our side. I don't want to try anything big. So I'm going to hit him with a body slam. Okay. From here, he would probably go to a brainbuster. I don't know if he would, but this is a good chance for me to show you that that's kind of the move you would block there. Brainbuster is very popular. 38 momentum is probably a time to block that. Anything over 50, you're in the frog splash range of blocking. Mixing your moves. This is something very important I'm going to teach you. You'll notice I don't go back to the same moves over and over again. We'll start this guy with a Shining Wizard. It's important to keep switching up your moves, because your opponents will get used to it if you fall in love with a favorite move. So it is imperative that you do not fall in love with any moves. Now we have the momentum, right? So what are we not going to do? We're not going to give that momentum back. Don't always try and win in one turn. I think that's the big thing. A vertical suplex is a good block here. The one thing many of my opponents, the reason they lose when I watch them, they'll fall in love with a move. They'll stay on certain moves over and over again, and they become very easy to block if you start to catch their tendencies. You don't want to have that happen to you. We'll start this guy with a vertical suplex. We'll go into a backbreaker. And let's go back to the abdominal. We haven't used that in a while. And we'll use an elbow drop because it's low risk, but it takes some good power off them. Now I'm going to block a brainbuster here. Why? Because it's a good comeback move. Maybe he'll hit a headbutt. Maybe he'll hit an elbow drop. But I want to cut him off at the pass. A brainbuster can shift the whole direction of the match. So I don't want him to be able to hit that move. Okay, now what did our friend do here? Unreal momentum, which means he has a momentum move as well. Into a bear hug, into a tongan. Beautiful. Again, we'll do a double axe. We'll go into our momentum builder and hope it works. We've used it recently, so it may not. No, it did. Okay. He's probably blocking a brainbuster, so we'll go for a bear hug again. Into a drop kick, which was blocked. Very nice block by him. He's going to try and finish the match here, likely. So I'm going to block a DDT. He's showing me that he's trying to go for a quick win. And that's the thing, is patience. You don't want to win on one turn, 2 turns. Maybe it'll take you 3 turns. But you have to be patient. And the system will not always work. It's not going to work in every match. If there was a foolproof system, I'm sure it would be all over the forums and you'd know about it. There is no foolproof system. This is the best system that I've come across, and it was taught to me by many people in the top of the application. Right now I'm currently ranked 6th in the world, so I would say that the system is working well for me and will probably work well for you. But you can't, and the trick is that many people I've shown the system to, they will, and I want you to watch the moves I'm doing, by the way, while I'm talking. Watch what I'm blocking. Many people I show the system to, if it doesn't work for them after like 10 matches, they're back to their old ways again, and they'll tell me, your system didn't work. Well, the system works. You just have to stick with it day in, day out, and you'll see the results. It's slow, it's over time. You have to give it time. So we're starting a lot of matches here. Now, we have to keep in mind, you always got to keep in mind, what moves did we just use recently? You know, we've just used a bear hug, so we don't want to go back to a bear hug. We just use a tongan. Now, a dropkick was blocked on us. Because a dropkick was blocked on us, the likelihood increases that it's going to hit the next time. When a move fails, it becomes more likely to hit the next time. So, it's a move you can go back to. I call it putting one in the bank. Somebody blocks something or you fail on something, now you have that move in the bank. You can probably use it again. Maybe not your very next match, but the match after that. You'll be fine. Okay, so we go back to here. He went for a bulldog, so he's going for the quick win. He's probably going to consider that I'm going for the quick win. So let's go to a power bomb. And then a vertical suplex. I'm going to beat him small.